And so he goes, "These'll do." And he just puts them in spots on the boat and just goes, "There we go. It's not tied down, but it's as close as it'll get." That still leaves the question of where to find Ori, though. Especially in a storm like this, I'm kind of worried about her.
I mean, I'm sure she's all right. Like, you don't seem really resourceful, so I'm sure you're resourceful too, because she's your friend, right?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Wren, for helping with the flying the backpack.
Wren,
it's no problem, really.
A vacuum to a rubber chicken, and it went, ah.
Wait, what?
One time Ori attached a vacuum to a rubber chicken, and it made a funny noise.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
It was...
And then she got a pirate hat when we rode on George.
Pirate hat? That's so cool.
I thought someone would ask me to stop, but no one did, and now I'm happy.
Asher looks to Scales and Black and just goes, "Did you guys see her leave at all last night?"
I mean,
did we?
You never saw her even come in. You guys don't sleep because you're, created. So you would know that Ori just never showed up after you guys ate.
That's...
Ori says, Plaque says that, like, Ori never showed up after we ate. All night. Gone.
That's worrying. I mean, Ori likes food. Where would she have gone?
I hope she's not hurt.
Well, come on, we better get looking. Let's go. Wren's gonna walk off down the beach, like doing the marching thing where her,
you said that
legs are straight out in front of her and her elbows are sticking out at her sides.
I mean, most organic creatures like food. You need it to survive.
Asher turns to Scales and just goes, "No, you're right. But still, I think we should follow Wren."
Of course.
Hungry.
I mean,
find Ori.
Yeah, we need to find Ori. And then food, yes.
And then food. Asher just kind of stops and looks to Scales and just goes, "Oh, and Black." And he goes, "Okay, so you both are really good at seeing things. It's too stormy to go up into the air and get a bird's eye view to see if we could find Ori. But if we were Ori and we weren't here with us and we were somewhere in town, where would you think Ori would go?"
I have an idea.
You do? Good, because I don't.
Plaque likes to stay here. And Plaque walks off for a bit, just a little bit, in the opposite direction Wren went. And I'd like to turn up my volume and I'd like to scream for Ori.
Okay. You just hear what sounds like the sound a blowhorn makes like seconds before when you turn on a megaphone, the beep, the weird feedback. You see Plaque take a few steps that way. See them touch their neck and shake their head a little bit to seem adjust something. That sound, and then lifting the plague doctor mask, and then Ori's name trumpets
out. Wren is literally going to jump like a foot in the air.
Scales jumps a foot in the air, and she was expecting it.
I'm just imagining, I don't know if anyone will get this reference, I'm just imagining the explosions in episode 2 of Star Wars.
My God.
Okay, someone knows exactly what I'm talking about. That sound effect. It's just
I just want to interrupt.
What's up?
OJ trying to tie it down the ship, so I just kind of did the rolling for it off to the side and figured I would announce the results when people were just quieting down a little bit. I got an 8, a nat 1, an 11, and then another nat 1, and I figured that's probably going to be as much as she's going to try to tie up the boat.
You're just gonna leave the barbells there. Your attempts at rope tying have not ended well.
No.
But I think OJ, even you get like you're tying up the boat and then you hear that sound, you know?
That would probably be the cause of one of those nat ones.
Yeah. Just Asher like freaks out and flops onto the floor, you know? And the backpack is like on top.
Oh Lord.
But
Well,
together.
I mean, I'm certain Ori would hear that. Do we stay in one spot and wait for her?
I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be enough.
What does Ori like to do? She likes to strap chickens to vacuum cleaners. She likes pirates. She likes she likes she likes okay, the Heelys. She likes
Perhaps she is with Wren's party since they are pirates.
Oh, hey, that is a good plan. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe she is.
Maybe.
Hey,
Yeah.
Wren!
Uh-huh.
Scales is gonna like call after Wren. Is Wren still walking away?
I think
No,
so.
Ren stopped when she heard Dory's name yelled.
Oh, you know what? We thought that our friend Ori is probably with your group since Ori really likes pirates. So like, we'll help you find your group, and then we'll probably find Ori at the same time.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, when did you last see your group?
It was last night. It was actually more in the afternoon than the evening. I wandered into a fashion store, and I bought this dress, and when I came out, they were gone.
Oh, well, isn't there like a shopping district in Oa? Like, there's like a whole bunch of stores all all in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can start from there. Ask if anyone's seen any pirates, and see where they went.
Sounds like a plan.
Scales is like gonna like consider like getting something that kind of like out of like her own backpack, but then like she looks up at the rain and goes, "Another day," and then she puts whatever she was gonna do back in her backpack.
Asher.
Can somebody untie me? I got stuck.
Asher goes to and is like, "Don't worry, OJ." He starts untying them and puts the rope in their backpack. And they just go, "Plaque, maybe stay a little bit behind us so that way we don't, hear that too loudly. But maybe as we go to the shopping district, you could let off another one of those sound bombs you got."
Black will nod. By the way, instead of lifting the plague doctor mask, the beak just opens.
Oh,
That is incredible.
I like the idea that like the tip of the beak like parted just a bit and like a speaker came out and just
bullhorn. Just like Ori's name.
I just love this image of
But yeah, but Black's like,
and because Plaque is a robot and they're created, their Heelys are built into them. So I love this idea that like you see the little wheels on Plaque's Heelys go from like little plastic to harder, sturdier material, and they just start rolling.
Black screaming while rolling, just straight bars.
Ori, we are looking for Ori. Has anybody seen Ori? Hello, Ori.
Effectively, yes. Excellent job.
Wait a minute. We have wayfinders. Why don't we just try and contact them?
Scales is just gonna like look up at the sky. I'm an idiot.
Call them? Is calling a thing? I'm going to attempt to call them if fantasy calling exists.
OJ, you start fantasy calling Ori. You dial a number and hit the thing, And Asher just goes, you may want to find somewhere not wet for this. You may want to maybe go under an awning before your
Good
wayfinder
idea.
gets all...
Oh, yeah, that's smart. Gonna put it back underneath
Okay. So
into backpack.
So you wait. You're gonna wait until you get to the shopping
Right.
district. And once you get there, there's probably all the buildings have like awnings and stuff, because they're like shops. And there you could probably try and call. But as you're running through, so this is the image. Imagine a sandy road, right? Like a sand dirt road. You all running through like the middle of what's basically a street, but there's no real cars, And it goes into like this sort of Western building style with like the brick, like the square houses that are actually shops, and like a clock tower, but all of them are like spray painted over. And I should say, the spray paint isn't like shoddy or like quick. These are like elaborate spray paint murals done on sides. They're very pretty. It's just a very colorful place. Even some of the sand is mixed with like colored sand in places just to have a cool aesthetic. But you're in the middle of a storm. It's probably not as bad as it was when the boat was flying now, It's hit a bit of a lull. But you're in a storm with like all this colored sand and stuff. And Plaque is heliing down, blasting Ori's name as like rain and wind go behind.
Oh my god! What an image! Oh no!
And so Plaque, as you're like howling for Ori, and OJ is like looking for an awning, Asher turns to Scales and just goes, you know, even though Rhodes isn't here, you're doing a pretty good job at taking command.
Oh please. I'm really not. There was a runaway boat. We lost someone!
Well, that was technically on Rhodes' watch.
I maintain responsibility. Both
You don't-
Black and I probably should have figured out at some point that Ori didn't come back during the night, and we should have said something to you all.
Don't worry. I'm sure wherever Ori is, they're okay. And I'm sure that they don't blame. I don't.
Oh,
You
good.
You put too much on yourself,
Scales has no response to this.
And Asher just kind of takes off a little bit, leaving Scales to kind of trail behind with Plaque. So Plaque, do you want to say something to Scales at all, or are you just still hollering Ori's name? Plaque?
Huh? Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just saying, Scales is next to you. Do you want to, say something to Scales, or do you just want to keep blasting Ori's name? Just like a fucking bomb.
I'm just gonna keep blasting Ori's name. Because that seems more important at the moment.
Okay. So
Fair enough.
you're standing next to what's basically a sound tank.
Scales has turned off her auditory receptors.
Just not.
You did,
Scales
and
just can't hear anything. She's just deaf.
This is not worth it.
She just goes absolutely not doing this today. Just quick. Nope.
No sound.
Just no sound. She can see everything that's going around, but there's a lot there. I assume that there's still it's still raining even if the wind's died down. She's
yeah.
yep, this is fine. We're just gonna not hear this absolutely hollering of Ori's name.
I like the idea that when you do that, the little dragon point horns just they don't fold all the way in, but they just kind of slide in just a little bit. Not much. I just think that's a cool design thing.
Yeah. No, that is cute. I like that. I bet just horns go a little in.
And Asher sees this and just kind of blinks, oh, that's cool, Anyway, Wren, you're seeing everyone behind you looking for this Ori person.
Okay.
Plaque hollering.
Wren is going to just kind of say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go look in this shop over here," and she's gonna duck into the store.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was looking for a place to get dry. I follow them.
OJ, you follow Wren to look for a place to get dry, and as Wren runs into the store, you follow. I guess. Wren, what are you doing?
Wren is going to kind of like weave through the store, and who followed? I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. OJ followed
to call Ori on the Wayfinder.
Okay. Wren's going to weave through the store. See if OJ is like watching her.
OJ, are you watching Wren?
Yep.
She's going to weave around the store a little bit more and like try to duck behind some clothes racks. Or shelves or something.
Roll for stealth.
Oh my god. Would I get one of my personality traits for this?
Yeah,
The D12.
what you gonna do?
I'm trying to hide and duck out of the back of the store.
Okay. Roll for it.
Oh, that's good. 24.
That is actually pretty good. Scales. Sorry, OJ. Do you think a 24 would be enough for OJ to not notice Wren after they duck and weave into clothes racks and stuff?
Well, they were waiting for a response to their question. So I think
I didn't hear the
high
question.
enough that they'd lose them. They're like, "Do you see her?" That was all. They'd probably lose you, but they're still looking.
Well, she's out the back of the store then. She's out the back.
You go out the back, and you could kind of like peek behind the wall, and you see Scales and Asher looking around, and Plaque like hollering for Ori.
Okay. Wren is going to like sneak off away from them.
Okay. Are you cool with there being one final like perception check? From the
Absolutely.
group?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Gang, Scales, Scales and Plaque would. Oh wait, Scales can't hear, but Scales would see like someone running out the back of the store. You know, that's kind of a weird thing.
I
And Plaque-
mean, Scales literally has.
has a what? Am I cutting out or are you cutting out?
No, we lost Scales, I think.
Yeah, Scales has a thing.
Scales has a something.
Oh no, Midnight.
Did I apply my
Lost them.
curious modifier? Am I rolling perception?
Oh no, Ping Spike.
Oh no.
OJ, you can. Plaque, you defo can. And Asher has Eye for Detail as a D10, so I'll try that. Plaque, you hear the sound of a door like fling open, and you see like someone barreling out the door. What are you gonna try and investigate that, or is Ori fine?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Nothing too weird.
Scales' D10 skill is like pretty much find and look for things.
Okay, so Plaque rolled a 10, so Plaque like noticed it, but then immediately like cycled back to treadmill through the sand and hollering for Ori.
Okay, I'm rolling as well.
Yeah. OJ's on the inside, so we'll roll OJ last. Asher and Scales are looking too, so we'll roll for Asher. What did you get?
I got a 25.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I got a 25, a 16 plus 9.
Asher got a 16, so Asher's like looking around, kind of dazed. OJ, you were looking for Ori, and you were looking for Wren, and then, is that a sale on Cloghopper boots? They're like froggy boots, too.
Oh.
So, like, you were looking, and then froggy boots, half off. And OJ's mind just goes into a completely different place. And OJ, you discover there's like a froggy set. There's boots, there's like a poncho, and there's a bucket. OJ, there's a frog bucket. Anyway, as OJ like discovers all these froggy items, Scales, you're the only one who notices Wren barreling out the back of the room of this store. And they look panicked, basically.
Who noticed Red taking off just in a hurry?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, Scales is gonna take off after Red.
And are you gonna turn back on your audio? Or?
Yes.
Okay. So Wren, what are you doing as you see Scales flying at you?
Going to take evasive action.
Okay.
She's going shit. And she's gonna like dodge back and forth, and then she's gonna go, I saw her, she went this way! And she's going to roll a fucking deception check, because she did not see anything. Bye!
What?
I rolled a 5 for deception.
You hear her just go like, I saw her! Yep. And like it's almost exactly the way Fluke delivered the line, just with all of the panic.
Okay, so Scales does not believe that, and Scales is just gonna be like, Wren, what's wrong? What's going on? And just chase after her more.
What do you do, Wren?
Just gonna keep running.
These two just fly through the air. Asher looks to Plaque and just goes, should we do something?
Oh, she's not flying, she's running. Renan's running. She's on the ground.
Asher's gonna turn to Plaque and just go, should we do something?
We should probably follow. Or you follow, I'll stay with OJ.
Oh, right, OJ's still in there. Good thinking, Plaque. I don't know what we'd do without you. And they just took off. And Asher's like running through this like watery alley and all that. I just love this transition. Asher's like running through it and like trying to find them, and like the wind is howling. Meanwhile, Plaque is like inside this nice little store with OJ looking at frog apparel.
Oh my god.
By the way, after you leave saying what would we do without you, Plaque says, probably die, then go in the store.
Yeah, he's right. They're right. The robot's right. But you just like, Plaque, you walk into this really nice, comfortable store, and you see OJ just cheering Frog Bucket while holding a frog bucket.
Absolutely wonderful.
The plus!
Meanwhile, Asher's like chasing down Scales and Wren. Scales, how fast do you think Wren can go compared
Well, let's find out.
Okay,
Yeah.
both of you just roll d20s.
14.
14?
2.
So, Wren is fast. And
Ren fast as fuck, boy!
Scales, because you are lucky that you're in the air, because you still have like a visual, you know?
Yeah.
So like you're pursuing, and Wren, you know that eventually, at some point, eventually they will, you know,
Okay.
they will catch up. Just nature of the beast.
Right. Ren is going to try to make some evasive maneuvers, and she's gonna use an ability that I am going to message to you real quick to try and escape.
Okay.
Okay. Scales will definitely then use a skill. I'm gonna roll a different skill that I did last time, which is only a D8. It's but it's literally the navigator skill, so that's what I called it. So
17.
Okay.
that's not the right. That's not the right dice to roll. I rolled a D12 instead of a D20. Oh, I got a 16.
Okay. So because of that, there really isn't much difference. You know. but you do, like, your face gets splashed with water. You just get water on your optics, and that stuns you for a moment. And as, like, you clear that up real fast, you see Wren dive into another store.
Shield wipers.
Basically,
Which
Okay, the second I get in that store, I'm doing something else. But I'm also messaging you because fuck.
I'm sorry. But yeah, they're for scales, you just see where Wren goes, because you were only stunned for a second in the 16v17.
Okay. Is there 2 ways out of the store? Do I see 2 ways out of the store?
Yes.
Scales is then gonna wait and see which way Wren goes. Just gonna, I guess, land on the roof and just, like, wait and see which way, Wren goes out.
After a little while, you realize Wren has not come out yet.
Has Asher caught up?
Yeah.
Scales is gonna yell at Asher, okay, you block the back door, and I'm going in the front door.
Okay. And he would run to the
Alright, so as you're heading towards the front door, Ori's gonna walk out of the store.
What? Oh, Ori, did you see Wren was a what? Sorry,
Sky Elf.
Sky Elf. Did you see a Sky Elf in there? Where have you? Okay, wait. First, where have you been? Where is Wren?
I don't know what you're talking about. Where have you guys been? I've been looking all over for you. I was looking in every single store in this whole place. Like,
Scales is gonna look down. Is Ori wearing shoes?
no.
And Scales is gonna look up and go, Ori, why are you out here in a store without your shoes?
Look, I didn't want to get my Heelys wet. You know, those are really precious to me.
You didn't... Wait, so you ran out without any shoes?
I mean,
See, because
yeah.
Ori.
Before I met you guys, I was going barefoot all the time.
Yes. See, that's really funny, Ori, because we saw someone with almost the exact same Heelys as you. We thought you might want to meet her, but she went into the store and hasn't come out yet.
Huh, really? That's a weird coincidence.
And Scales is something's up. And she's gonna go, why don't we go into the store and look for her?
There's
Here, come on.
probably a couple things that you would notice about Ori at this point. One of which is that she's soaking wet. And, hang on, I have to clarify something real quick.
I love this. You don't understand how much joy this is bringing.
Oh, and like, I know what's happening, but Scales does not know what's happening.
Yeah, so the other thing that you notice is that she is wearing the exact same little black dress that Wren was wearing.
Oh boy! Scales is just gonna like look at Ori and go, okay, what the hell is going on?
Asher's gonna
I don't know what you mean.
Asher's gonna run back to the back door and just go, I didn't see her. Oh no, did we lose another one?
I don't think we lost anyone. Ori.
You got me in! Ori's going to drop her transformation back to her human form. Her changeling form.
Why don't you describe that?
So, human Ori is a very plain-looking human. She's got nothing terribly remarkable about her. She's got long brown hair shaved on one side and braided down the other side of her head, and gray eyes, and she looks so nervous. She's trying to cover it up with like being, haha, it's so funny, I pulled a prank on you guys, but she looks like she could cry if you poke her the wrong way.
It's like, Scales knew something funky was going on, but not that Ori can literally change what she looks like. Kind of what's going on, and goes, okay, what? Okay,
Yeah.
what?
Scales, before you freak out too much, changelings are a race that just kind of exists. They're normal. They're around, you know? But
We're just gonna kind of
Okay.
go, I was pulling a prank on you guys. Yeah, I'm really, really sorry.
Why?
before anyone
You're a
says anything-
changeling.
Before anyone says anything, Asher runs and gives Ori a hug. Just like, I was really worried you were gone.
Ori's going to immediately start sobbing. And she's going to hug Asher back, and she's just apologizing, stammering. She can't get any like words out. It's like all excuses, stuff like she was worried that they were just gonna hate her for it. You get the feeling that she's got a lot of baggage on her for being a changeling.
Oh, it's like Scales doesn't know how to comfort people, but she's goddamn, she's gonna try her best. And she goes, and she kind of like pats Ori on the shoulder, like, it's okay. Deep breaths.
I'm sorry. I wanted to try out flying really bad, but I didn't know how you guys would react back home. Like my family, they always told me not to change my form in front of other people, and so I didn't, and now I'm worried that they're gonna find me here. But and she's just like sobbing and sniffling, and she's like, I'm sorry, I worried you guys. I really didn't mean to. I just wanted to have some fun.
No, there's no harm done. Ori. We were a little worried, but it's fine. I mean, being a changeling is who you are.
We never
can't-
did you for that.
It's really cool, honestly, Ori. Being able to just completely change your form like that, that's so cool.
You guys really think so?
100%.
And Ori's just gonna go, so my name really is Ori. I just chose Wren because it felt like a bird name.
Bird aesthetics are a good aesthetic to keep.
And Scales is just gonna kind of give Ori a hug.
Oh, I need to go apologize to OJ. I totally ditched them.
They're with Plaque.
Oh,
Okay.
Meanwhile, frog,
It just cuts to
frog,
Plaque.
bucket, frog, bucket.
Plaque, how have you reacted?
Frog, bucket.
Plaque, what are you doing as OJ's just parading through the aisles with the frog bucket?
Plaque is just following them, having the rubber chicken ready just in case.
I love the idea that Plaque has a frog bucket over their hat, but they're not chanting, they just have one.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, there's more than one?
Oh, it's a store. They have multiple.
Okay, well, in that case, there's one on OJ's head. There's several on her tail, and she's just dragging the tail with the frog buckets on them. She's got 2 on each arm.
I imagine you guys are walking out of the store with all your frog buckets, and just like maybe you could see where Asher and Scales are, and you're probably just gonna walk over there.
That's
take you
legal.
It'll take you a minute, but you'll head over there just chanting frog bucket, frog bucket.
oh my god.
Plaque will arrive first, I'm guessing, and be like,
Oh. There you are, Ori.
Well, this doesn't look like Ori right now.
Oh yeah.
She's
Oh.
moving.
Who is this?
Oh,
The-
hi, it's Ori. Yeah,
Hey, Ori, we got frog buckets.
I
you
see.
got frog buckets?
Frog bucket, frog bucket, frog bucket.
OJ, I'm so sorry. And then Ori's just gonna start crying again.
Oh, no way, are you crying? No.
She's having a day.
Frog bucket. Frog bucket.
She's really relieved right now.
It will catch your tears. The frog buckets.
Oh,
Please, if we ever have merch for this this podcast. We have to put that on a shirt. I will catch your tears in my frog bucket.
I will make that. I will straight up just make that. Oh my god.
I'm putting it in post-session notes. I will catch your tears in my frog bucket.
I'm just gonna post this in the chat. No context. You don't get context. You don't deserve context.
I'm putting it in sneak peeks. I'm putting it in sneak peeks right fucking now. But, anyway,
Plaque is going to very robotically hug Ori, also very tightly.
Oh.
Like it's very awkward.
Or is it kind of like do the awkward pat
Plaque's gonna
thing?
look around. Plaque's gonna pick Ori up and just start walking back to the inn.
Wait. Hey, this is fine. This is fine.
On time.
I'm just going to run after holding the bucket, ready to catch more tears.
Scales is like walking around behind it. Like Scales just like uses one of her wings to just like try and like block some of the rain from like hitting you guys, which is just like, what's going on?
Asher would kind of stop Ori and just go, you don't have to be sad. No one's mad at you. We all forgive you.
I mean,
You were scared, and I guess that makes sense.
once everybody like gets inside, Ori's going to sit down, and probably calm down a little bit once she's out of the rain.
Asher throws like a poncho or blanket from his backpack on them. It's just for that peak aesthetic of the drenched, sad person who has like the blanket over them.
Just for the aesthetic.
But like exactly what scene I'm talking about. Like they're all sitting in the stairwell. It's raining. They have the blanket. Like exactly the image I have.
Yes. Just take that image and add frog buckets.
The red frog buckets. That's it. Whole thing.
So once they get inside, and Ori calms down a little bit, she says, "So, I want to stay in my Wren form for a while, but I don't want you to mention that my name is Ori, if we're just out, especially if we're in Marital. Because, I ran away from home, and if my parents find me, they'll take me back, and I don't want to go back again."
Understood.
Of course. I wouldn't dream of it.
Well, no one's gonna narc on you. The only person we'll tell is Rhodes, so that way he's aware when he wakes up from his nap.
Okay.
And that'll be it. And we'll tell him in the room so that way no one else can hear us.
Okay, thank you guys. I don't deserve you.
Shush. Literally shut up.
Yeah. Scales goes in to like give like Ori a hug, and she goes, but like she's kind of like go like, and you just like go, oh no. Like Scales like looks at you all and goes, oh fuck.
What's wrong? Oh, I should probably check in on that. Yeah, you hug Ori, and then you hear like crinking metal sounds, and you see that Scales is rusting a little.
Dear.
Oh, well, God, D&D brain just said, that's okay, I have prestidigitation. But then I'm like, wait a minute, prestidigitation is not a thing!
I do have water magic. I can pull the water off.
Oh yeah,
I'm very sorry, Ori. I have some water damage.
I have chaos! I can cast wild magic!
Asher just
I hit you over chicken.
Plaque starts hitting you with the chicken, and Asher just goes, "Skills, wait!" and starts rifling through the backpack, and like eventually.
I rolled a 17 to get the water off of Scales.
You do that. You instantly the water just kind of pulls off of Scales and forms into a little bubble in your hands that you're able to kind of like condense and just kind of throw back up into the air. And Asher pulls out like a little can of something and shakes it and starts spraying the rusted bits, which I'm imagining are like probably the joints, like areas where things would have been open. and he's just like spraying this like basically WD-40 on scale.
Incredible.
And then
Where did Wren go? Oh, I thought you were dead. I'm sorry.
Asher blinks and just goes, OJ, did you not?
Oh, right. Ori's gonna change back into Wren.
Cool! Can you teach me how to do that? I want to do that too.
I mean, I don't really know how I do it. It's just always kind of been something that I've done.
That's cool. Oh, that's so cool.
Just
Great.
That's so... Wait,
By the way-
it was you who saved my life.
I mean,
Yay!
yeah, I never forgive myself if anything bad happened to you.
Can I give you a hug?
You can give me a hug.
I give you a hug. You get an OJ hug.
Ori's gonna, like, she doesn't have a lot of practice hugging people, so she's just gonna, like, really awkwardly wrap her arms around OJ.
Meanwhile, Asher's done like wiping off the rust from the scales and just goes, "It's a good thing that it just started forming when we caught it." Starts putting stuff in the backpack.
I appear to not be waterproof. What do you know? Thank you, Ori,
You're
by the way.
fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Asher
Glad
would,
to have you here. And like
Yeah.
Scale smiles at Ori.
Asher would turn to Plaque and just go, "Did you sustain any water damage, Plaque, or are you okay?"
Plaque looks at themselves like,
I think I'm alright.
Asher just nods and goes, "If you need it, you know," and just like shakes the can and puts it back in the backpack.
Did I sustain any water damage?
No.
Okay.
OJ, you're like a little gecko. The water's like great for you. You're a little new.
Oh, yay!
You are very moist.
Yeah, you're like your sticky paws are stickier. You're like probably able to like Spider-Man the walls right now.
I immediately try and do that.
You just kind of Spider-Man up some walls and enjoy yourself. And Asher just kind of turns to everyone and just
I'm
goes,
on the ceiling now.
"Hey Ori, if you don't mind me asking, why did you leave? Like, why did you run at the beginning?"
Well, I mean, I suppose I should tell you guys. My family, they weren't really nice people. Like, my parents, they were both really, really mean, and they made me do a lot of things that I didn't like. I was always, like, dressing up in weird clothes, and they always made me go places that were, like, not fun, and then they always said that I looked ugly, and that I should like change my form and keep it in something else, and so when I could, I left, and I know, like, going places you don't want to go doesn't sound, like a huge deal, but it wasn't like, good places. It was like they were sending me to the market to steal things and stuff,
Oh,
That's mean.
That's
Stealing
terrible.
is bad.
And, like,
They
stealing
made you
is bad. Like, I'm really good at it, but, like, I like to do it on my own terms. Thank you very much.
good.
And they had me lie about a lot of things too, so I don't know, I kind of lie a lot. And
Flag.
I don't actually have a seashell collection. I'm so sorry.
No! OJ looks heartbroken.
I'm sure we can make a seashell collection though. We're on a beach, aren't we?
Instant 180.
Immediately teared up.
Plaque
gonna keep
slowly
up?
lifts the rubber chicken, like, I can beat them if you wish.
I'm on the
Your parents, I
ceiling.
mean.
I think as you finish telling the story and Plaque offers that, Asher just kind of like probably sits next to you on the stairs. Scales probably sits closer. Like, I just love this idea of everyone kind of group huddling on the staircase,
Oh yeah, Scales like says like basically, Ori, we don't have to go and see them ever. We don't even have to go to Meritol if you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to go to Meritol. At all.
Asher
But, like,
kind of like, Asher
If
kind
we go, and I'm in a different form, I don't think they'd recognize me, especially if I wore my sunglasses, because then they wouldn't be able to see my eyes. Her eyes were always gray in every form, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Ah. Well, there we go. And like Scales like kind of like instead of allowing other like people to like go in and hug Ori, it just wraps one wing around Ori.
Oh.
And we could fly tomorrow.
Yes, we could fly. Yeah, that would be. She's like starting to tear up again. She's happy tears this time.
And don't worry, if Asher kind of goes to finish the journey, we would have to go to Meritol. And Asher kind of like looks down for a bit and goes, "We could go there last." Or
if
OJ
we
gets
do
a
go
fat
there,
bucket of
if I
tears.
see them, I'll say something like Peaches, and then you'll know that they're there, and we can book it in the opposite direction.
sounds like
And we can hit them with things.
Yeah.
Right, Flag?
Don't hit them with things.
I would beat them.
I would much rather run.
Frog bucket of
Okay.
tears.
Asher kind of smiles and just goes, "But you know what else? We go on the journey and do all the things and get all the badges and stuff to like grow as people and be friends and all that, yeah?
I believe that's the idea.
But if we're already close and we're already friends, then maybe we don't need to go to Meritol."
Maybe, but still, I'd like it to be official for all of you guys. You know.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, maybe. But for now, I don't think we have to worry about going to Meritol for a long time. At least unless Rhodes doesn't want to go there, which I'm hoping, because it's very clear Rhodes is not a fan of water.
I mean, if Rhodes is not a fan of water, then I believe it would only make sense that he would not want to go to Meritol.
Yeah. I like water. It goes splishy splashy.
I like water too, but there's people there that I don't like.
Oh, I needed to call Ori! Oh wait.
I'm right here.
Oh, Jay.
I just remembered I was supposed to call Ori. I forgot about doing that.
Ori's gonna very gently smush OJ's face between her hands. It's fine. You found me. I'm right here.
Yay! Okay. I can call you later. Why did I need to call you again?
Because I was missing, technically.
Oh yeah!
Even though I
That's
wasn't
why I
missing.
needed to call you.
Oh my god.
Scales, there is no words for the expression on Scales' face. There's just this. Has OJ missed everything that happened in the past 20 minutes?
It's simultaneously adorable and also concerning. And she'll just turn to Black and just go, "Hey Black, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you know where we could find maybe a cool place to get lunch that isn't seafood again?"
Plaque thinks.
You sound like a cool-
Does Plaque?
Yeah, because you were kind of, circling around, you saw that pavilion, there was like a cool, like, I guess the best way to put it is like one of those like southern grill places, where like they make just like really bad for you steaks and all that. Good burgers, good shit. And you would probably figure that when the rain dies, you could go there.
I relay all that to everybody.
Yeah. Asher just goes, "What if we go there tonight and celebrate finding Ori again? And we could, like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow you and Scales can go flying Ori, and then, yeah, that should be fun. We could probably wake up Rhodes for it, too."
I just want her to choose the vegetarian options because I don't think she'd say anything about it.
No, yeah, no one would care. It's just every restaurant has, like, different dietary meat options, for sure.
I just
But,
think it'd be cute.
It would be cute. So, I love this idea that we end this session on this group basically waiting out a rainstorm and hugging on a staircase.
I love this.
That's pretty adorable.
It is pretty cute.
And we're running up onto the 2-hour mark, so I think that is the best place to call it.
Nice.
Excellent. I love
Holy
this.
That was such a good time, y'all.
I had a
Ori
good
is
time.
soft. I am soft.
I am
These are-
happy about the frog buckets.
I am also happy about the frog bucket. I will draw the frog bucket.
I just love the juxtaposition of the frog bucket to like extremely intense
Cry.
emotional conversation.
Yeah, tears in the rain, fucking like aesthetic, the big reveal, and then frog bucket. Let me do the
I'm
quick.
like, this is going to be some good comic relief because the second they pan back, I'm going to be chanting frog bucket again.
Oh my god.
I have to do the quick.
I love that so much.
Yes, I have to do the quick legalese. Thank you everyone so much for listening. We want to thank our patrons, Saga, Stellar, Lucas, and Lanny. Nailed it. And I would also like to thank all of you guys for being here. Ava, who usually is here but just couldn't make it tonight, and that's valid. And a Wyldrvir survival tip for the night. Doesn't matter where you're going, so long as you're doing it with the people you care about. It's hokey, but so was this episode.
Amazing.